Screw it. Coffee's full. I'm at the desk. Might as well get moving. Welcome, Father Jay and a bunch of bots. Nah, I'm kidding. I see some others. Welcome. It's Wednesday. I'm going to continue on adventure number 2, the Isle of Nec Evadere. It's Latin for no escape. I think it was, who said that? I can't remember who suggested the name. You're half bot. Half bot. Alright, so we did a poll on Monday on what should be in on the island, and a huge swamp. Welcome. Here, I'll throw some shout outs. Shout out to Dragons in the longest name in Twitch. Alright, so we did a poll on Monday while I was making the map to determine some of the features that would be on the, holy crap, on the island. And it came down that, we needed a swamp, so it's the Gerodinous Swamp. And then we got this weird, crazy volcano and a giant dead creature. So, carpal tunnel diagnosis. And so they all kind of mashed together on this side of the island, so I'll have to do something with the rest of the island. So we have this crazy volcanic plateau here. We have some old school, or some old mountains. So I figured this lake was probably volcanic, and then the tectonic plate dragged across that hot spot, and now this is where the hot spot has been sitting for quite some time and has made this massive volcanic plateau. Cheers, chill out. It's still coffee day. It's noon. Wednesdays are my super busy day. I do this, and then I have paid D&D, and then I have grad school, and then tonight at 9 o'clock Central, right here is Starcrawl. Our crazy Starcrawl game keeps going. I don't know that I'm prepared for that. I should have done some DM prep. Going back to work has tossed my schedule into chaos, and so things are a little wonky. But I get it all done. Well, it's not sober day. Grad school definitely makes me want to drink. Oh yeah, and then there's this giant shipwreck armada here that was one of the other features. So giant shipwreck armada, volcanic plateau, giant dead creature, which has all kinds of greenery and stuff growing on it now, and the Gerodinous marsh, salt marsh, the Gerodinous swamp. So I did a little work off screen. I got some stuff to fix, like right here, that I don't like. And I was starting to bury the skeleton, and then I was working in another copy of it, but I didn't like how that went, so I lost some work that I did, which I'm going to redo now, and that was mostly painting these mountains green as opposed to leaving them just gray, because first thing I got to do here is get all these mountains and merge them into the foreground, flatten the foreground. 80 PHP. Holy cow! For how much? What condition and how much? Oops, that's too harsh. Soften it up. I'm going to drop that to like point. Yeah, that'll be good. Give me some control over how green the mountains get. So I want these to be like the green hills, kind of like Appalachian Mountains more than Rocky Mountains. And it's going to be mostly on one side because they are kind of creating not quite a rain shadow on the other side, but the other side is low and swampy. So I'm going to just give these greenery, but not full on, not yet anyway, not full on forestation. I am going to put a forest on this left side, I believe, of the island. This is also how I got the moss to grow on the dragon and buried part of its skull, is by taking the stamps and flattening them to the foreground, but it's basically just the land. It's basically just the land instead of the water. The water is the background on the map. This is bad. I don't like this right here. I got I think I have to take this. Oh, that's locked, I bet. Yep, these cliffs need to get dropped to the background as well. I already kind of painted over them, so I don't need to, especially this one. This one can get lowered to the foreground. Well used. Sell a kidney. I don't imagine you're opening those to the page through them much anyways, huh? What's going on with this line? Where did this line come from? Nah, I'm gonna have to get another mountain. I need another one. I need that mountain. Which one is that? This one? Yeah, but bigger. That one right there. Cover up that little bit right there. And then I can flatten that on top of the plateau so the plateau disappears behind it. Oh, I gotta put another mountain here. It's alright. It looks decent. So this side of these mountains is green, but the other side is going to be blacker. Oh, you know what's going on is these are not flattened. So this one, and this one, and this one, all going to get flattened to the background. It's going to make the rivers look a little weird, I bet. See right there. That's interesting. I'll keep it like that. Now I can paint them green. What is going on? Did I miss it? Oh, I missed one. No, Thaco! You can find all the tables and stuff that you need anyway, so out on the web or whatever. They did not want to learn. You just look in the table. based on your class. Boom, done. There we go. Now these are starting to look like the green mountains I want them to be. Except for that one. I think one of them is still not flattened. Flattening stuff to the background is like, you can't undo it, so you got to be sure you're ready to go with where you've placed everything, because there's no turning back. I don't want to have to remake the whole map. Okay, so yeah, see, I don't need that one. I'll just get rid of that. Go back to my brush here. I don't want to paint over the edges of the mountains too much, because then you won't really see them. Something happened to parts of this map, and I'm not sure what. I must have accidentally gone over it with another brush or something. It's really weird. That's not the right color. This map making stuff is hard work. Yeah, there's some X-Crawl coming up, I hear. Yarr, some X-Crawl. Oops, right over it. this side and just go right over that edge too. Yeah, I must have dragged something across it accidentally when I wasn't paying attention. Because there was a problem up here too that I had to sort out. You can kind of see like right there. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I wonder if it was when I was putting all the... Now the problem over here is that some of it... This makes me mad. Some of it is disappeared into the water. And I don't want it to be like that. So I guess what I need to do is go into the background and touch this up. Huh? Touch this up? Nope. Because it's got those lines in it. What are you talking about balance? I just made a whole adventure last week and never play tested it. It was like, here you go. That's the whole point of this is, you know, whip out an adventure each week and then I'm just gonna leave it. It's frustrating. Oh, I know what I can do. I totally know what I can do. I can just do this. Because you're not gonna see it anyway. Oops. I should have been on the circle. I'll go in here and subtract. Whoa, that's way too big. I know how to fix this. Alright, so like right, because it would be like right there. But I don't want it to look like that. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add. No problem cannot be solved. Did that make sense? Every problem can be solved. That's what I should have said. Because I want some of this to be above the river, like that. This one in the river is okay. This one right here, I want this all to be above water, so I gotta like fill it in. Okay, that looks better. This one can stay underwater, but this one I want to be above water. It's like a mossy bone bridge. Well, that's okay. Some of it looks like it's in the water. And then just a little more right there. Alright, now I'm pleased. Quite pleased with that. As a matter of fact, oh, here's the other thing I can do is I can just fill this in too. Oops. Oh, is that gonna make... what's that look like if I do that? I'm curious. Is that what I want it to be? Do I want it to be like... Or do I want them to be underwater? What's my favorite lightsaber? I don't know. One that works? Is this a trick question? Well, I kind of like this. Now it looks like there's a little bit of silt built up on these wing bones. And so it makes them look like they're above the water a little bit. I put some moss right there. Let's see what happens here on the foreground. What I gotta do now is like move it around. Oops, not that one. I gotta move it around and see where the moss is. See, there was no moss there, and now it'll be like... I should do that for this whole thing, as a matter of fact. I think about it. Oh, that was perfect. Right there. Let's go. Some moss there. Some moss. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. So there's like moss or algae or something growing on the bones. I think I want to do a little... Yes, the one I have not gone to Florida and made yet is my favorite one. We'll leave this a little brown. Oops. See now what's going on there? I need to find some water. like that we're not sure where it's coming from. Where's this water coming from? Ooh. What happened there? Man, I don't know. I really screwed something up and I don't know what it is. It's like I drew all over the map. Wasn't paying attention. Look at this gross salt marsh, Father Gerodimus. Alright, I'm pretty pleased with that. I don't like this shadow right here though, so I'm gonna have to go over that because those wings are now like in the water, and that's the shadow. This is the shadow for those wings. So we're gonna get rid of that. This one just go on too. That worked. Alright, I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Oh, I gotta fix some of this here though. Well, no, that's okay. Looks like it's stuck in the swamp, and then what I'm just gonna do is add right here. There we go. What about down here? Let's see what I want to do here. I'll just add some of this right here. There we go. Right there. And right here. There we go. Alright. Now if I zoom out, I like it. It looks good. Looks good. Alright. So. It is like I spilled virtual coffee all over the map. I don't know what happened. It was open in a window last night when I was doing some other work, so maybe I accidentally like clicked on it and dragged something across a couple times. Like you can see a line right like this right here. It's like I dragged something. So I just gotta like move the heck away. I gotta find that volcanic rock. There we go, this one right here. Whoa. Oh, actually I kinda like that. It's totally the wrong size, but now I really kind of like this bigger lava flow thing going on here. More than there. Now it looks like it's pouring out of there. Yeah, I like that much better. What do you think about that, everybody? That look cooler? Move that text out of there. I do like that a little more. It's more cracked up here and it's less cracked down here because it's cooling, but there's still like lava flows coming. Oh yeah, look at that. Lava flows coming out of it. Can I connect them? Can I connect them? Yes, I can. Looks active-ish. Yeah, that's the point. Is like that's the hot spot that created much of the island, especially these mountains and probably this lake down here as well. All right, I got to work on this big empty space. This is the good side of the island. Everything else is kind of rain shadowed and salty and murky and stuff. So we need some trees. And we had decided that the island would be tropical, if memory serves me. So that was another poll we did. So we'll use these palm trees. This one. Oh, that's huge. Dude, you don't have to send us nothing. You don't have to send me nothing. Faco might want it. Oh, I should move the mic over so I'm a little louder probably, hey? Instead of like way over somewhere else. What is going on? Why is this upside down? Oh, the angle is all wrong. 0. Now I gotta grab them all and get rid of them again. Look at wonky trees. Wonky palms. Wonky palm trees. Wonky palm trees. Open it on stream. That sounds like a lot of work. Father J. I move towards the mic to breathe. Here, how big are these palm trees compared to these? Ugh. Those ships are too small. I can't get the palm trees any smaller. Why is it randomizing the angle? What's going on here? See that? But that, I don't know why. Is that a setting I missed? I gotta check it out. Because it's screwing up some of the trees. Oh, I had randomized rotation on. That must be a new feature. I've never seen that before. How dense are palm forests? That's a question that needs to be answered. Is Fast Robot out there? Fast Robot, I owe you an adventure and I don't have you on, Oh, they're pretty dense. I can totally put more trees in there. There we go, this is what I want to see. Yeah, look at that. They're like right on top of each other practically. Alright, good. Good to know. Bring the palm. Bring the pain? What's up, everyone? How you doing Wednesday? This Wednesday. It's like crazy warm in Wisconsin right now. It's something like 45 degrees, which really... Yeah, that's why I was trying to keep them spaced out a little bit. And then that picture, I was like, oh, they're pretty densely packed, so I can make them a little denser. I actually just want to use... I don't want to random anymore. I just want these... I don't know why it keeps requiring 2 clicks. So I'm just going to keep double clicking. Yes, lots of saves, or lots of changes. Thank you. So it's like 45 degrees in Wisconsin when it's been like minus 12 forever. So like all the icicles and the snow and stuff is falling off of buildings, and that one's really big and such, and it's almost like spring, but I'm not fooled. I know it's still winter. All right, that's enough trees for the moment, because then what I'm going to do is copy paste.
flip this way. It's not the ideal way to do it, but I did it. It's really dense in the middle there. I like it. There we go. Oh man, that is a really dense palm forest. I dig it. Might have it. Do I want to go all the way up here? I think I'm going to have it go all the way up here. Like right there. All right. And then what's going to happen here? Just going to keep going. One more right there, I think. If that's all palm forest, what's down here? This is all salt marsh. That's why it's brown and gray. Maybe some grassy hills or something. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, what about jungle? What? No, I don't want walls. I want jungle. Oh, I don't have all the things clicked on. Oh, I suppose there could be some people living here. Ooh. I'm gonna make like a... I think up here it's gonna lead into a denser kind of jungly forest area. This is that whole there's no hard lines in nature. You gotta mix them together a little bit. Looks kind of weird. I don't know what that shadow thing is going on. Oh, okay, it fixed itself. So up here it's warmer, and so it's like this steamier kind of jungle. Plus it gets a lot of heat from the volcano. That one's living off that water right there. There we go. It's getting a bunch of rain and stuff, and so it gets pretty dense and green up there. If that's the case, then down here, it's not going to be that. The wrist forest. Rainforest? Oh, let's put a temple on here. What kind? A jungle tower or a jungle temple? Ooh, a jungle pyramid. I like this one. Gotta put it somewhere I can see it though. It'd be the rest forest under the palm rest. Well, hello there, Breaker Press Games. Welcome to the channel. What do you got going on this lovely spring-like day in Milwaukee, buddy? Maybe the power of this temple, this jungle temple here, is what's keeping the hotspot from... Oh, I like it. Keeping the hotspot from progressing. There's a little too many trees there, though. I'm going to get rid of some of these trees. Boosh. You know what they say of Acropolis, where the Parthenon is? Yep, this is the new show, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday show, where I piece together an adventure, and then give it away to subscribers. Oh, I have a thing for this. One page. I can't grab that. I can't grab that. Where's that temple? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's over here. So, like, I should be able to grab it right. Oh, no. Oh, I almost had it. Oh, there it was. Come on. Well, that's not what I want to do. That is what I want to do. There you are. There you are. And I'm going to put you like that. All right, good. That took an inordinate amount of work. Yeah, so I build an adventure each week. Subscribers get it free. Those with channel points can drop 5,000 to get this week's adventure, and I take bits for it too, 150. And then after a few weeks or a month, I'll put it out on like 2oggames.com or DriveThruRPG in kind of like a $1.99, maybe pay what you want sort of thing. I haven't quite got that far yet. This is only week 2. That last one was huge. It took a lot of work to get it done. Let me see if I can not crash. No, I don't want to crash. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll save this. And I'll show the map from last week. And then, because someone dropped like 500 bits last week, Marcus Flores, it got statted up for DCC first, and then I'll do the 5e edition later. And then everyone will just get that whenever it's done. Everyone that was involved in the first one. All right, so like, here, this is a good one. This is, this is the Cult of Entropic Inevitability, it was called. And their symbol is like a spiral to represent the inevitable march of all life towards oblivion. So this map was really big. It ended up being 16 areas, and it took me a lot of time to write up each of the rooms. But in the end, I think it came out really well. I think it was pretty cool. And I hope somebody has some fun with it. There's like a break room down here in the prison cells, because the Gowlers and the Gowlers and the torture guys got together and formed a union, the GNTU. And they required a break room, and the reason there's so many cells is because the union mandates that there must be people in the cells at all times, and they periodically get moved over here to get tortured. I don't know what happened there. And then there's like this huge pool of purple Kool-Aid of death, and these symbols, these spirals, they're all throughout the place. They're hidden in the rugs. They're in here. You can see one here. You can see one here. You can see one here. A rug there. They draw life. So when you spend time on these symbols, you have to make a fortitude save, or else you start losing stamina points, which then gets stored in the Grand Master's recharge chamber here, and it keeps pumping him full of energy and keeping him alive and healthy and very magically talented. Scary guy. And then when bodies pile up in here, they just drain it out to the death strainer, and then they loot everyone that died in there. So that was last week's map, but it was a lot of work, 16 rooms. So I decided that I'm going to limit them to 10 encounter spaces. So I've got this island going here, and the nice thing is I made the island. I made the island a little smaller than the map so that I have room around it, because then that one became a layered PDF where you can click on the room texts, but then I broke it out into just the map and just the text for people who I don't know, don't want to use Acrobat. You have to have a Death Strainer. Alright, what is going on here? I mean, you don't want all that loot to escape. And then what happens is the purple Kool-Aid of Doom gets recycled and fills the pool back up. You don't want body parts floating in it. You got to have a strainer. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I think, especially since I'm only allotting, I mean, I think it took 6 hours on stream and maybe 4 or 5 hours off stream getting everything settled. So I think with 10 it'll be easier to manage. I just put out like version 1.1 this morning. I handed out the original one last night, but it was rushed. So I've got a bunch of room here around this island, so I can make this the PDF and then put the encounter texts all around it. Now, there's this new thing called add a filter that I want to look at and be like, ooh, what if I add a parchment? Oh, damn! You see that? That was crazy. Just like that. Change the whole thing. Doesn't look... This looks very much incarnate to me. These help you make it look like not incarnate. Oh. Interesting. God rays. I don't want the God rays. I want red sky. This is cool though. This is something interesting. What if I do parchment and old paper? Now what if I turn this one off? If I do like really rough. Oh. That is kind of cool though. Look at that. Way to add a whole bunch of texture. It's a little dark though. What if I turn off this parchment one? Oh, not the texture one, the parchment one. Ah, okay, so I can go in here and like drop this. Still get that paper texture, that old paper texture, and a little bit of parchment coloring in it as well. And it really makes that volcano kind of pop out. I like it just like this now. Alright, so the major areas are like this shipwrecked armada on the left coast, this huge volcanic plateau, this giant dead creature, and this Girardinus, named after Father Jarity, Girardinus Saltmarsh. He's probably in chat somewhere. And then these 3 rivers, these fertile valleys up here. Yeah, there's when you export the map, you can do that as well. So like, it's gonna yell at me to save. So all these filters you used to be able to apply when you were exporting the map, and I think they just moved it to be able to do it while you're working on the map to see what the map is going to look like. They have a full-on like parchment and a token set made for like sepia. All right, so I saved the map. So now I can export as an image. Yeah, and right here you used to be able to... Yeah, so they moved it. So you used to apply the filter when you were exporting the image, and now they moved it over here so that you can apply it while you're making the map. You could probably do that in here. I mean, it would be easy to do it in almost anything, those old blue line maps. You're just talking like the...
think I have one over here. I'm really sleepy today. I don't know. Oh, what about this one? We'll play Name That Adventure based on its map. Here, I'll give you the hint. That's the big hint on what map it is. There's a reason I have this one handy, is because it was written by Harold Johnson, who lives in Wisconsin, in Lake Geneva still. He worked at TSR, and they just published Return to Tamoanchan from Epic Quest Productions. So, that's the map. They had to change the name though. It's Tamoachan in the old one and Tamoanchan in the new one because they didn't have all the rights. Which really sucks because he wrote the adventure. He should have some right to make a sequel to it. But TSR WotC IP rights, sketchy. The new one or the original or the new one? We could run them. We could run them like both, and it'd be like your same characters, level whatever, and then leveled up later. Like, oh, we missed something last time we were there 10 years ago or whatever. All right, I got to work on something down here. There's got to be, with all these shipwrecks, there has to be people living on the island now. So let's put some places they live. That sounds like a Friday night thing, Baco. Like run it on Fridays, play the first one, and then level up our characters 10 years, and then play the second one. Oh, I could put some cool... I'm going to intersperse some cool plants up in here. Oh... No. It's almost too gritty right now, this texture. Oh, maybe the... Weird. Weird. 2 Lord of the Flies references in my world already today. I'll look for you. Yeah, like that. Okay, you want Wooden Plank Village, so... I know there's, if I just do jungle, I think the jungle villages, no. Here, we'll just go through. Yeah. There are like logs and stuff that you can use, and then when you get down, I don't want the battle map one. Elves, dwarves, orcs, desert, jungle. I mean, you could use
Maybe not. Well, you could use these jungle ones and say, you know, those are like sail canvases that they used in between there. And then... Here's that parchment tile set. This would work for, these camps would work for like some outlier settlements. And you could do like, here's what I would do. Is I would find some basic buildings. I'll use those jungle village. So like you have some, what's the easiest one to make? Like here, this one. Zoom in here. And then like right here. Marcus Flores, thank you for those bits. Cheers, buddy. See, the map we're working on this week is an island with a giant dead creature, a huge salt marsh, a large volcanic plateau, and this shipwreck armada. Shipwrecked armada. I just call it shipwreck armada. Okay, so Thaco had asked me if there was like a plank. What if I just type plank? I just type wood. Wood. So you could make wooden walls, but the don't really have. Thaco, are you thinking like a battle map? Because there's probably stuff in the battle maps that you could do that with. Like I said, you could use these logs. They kind of look like planks, but there's wooden planks. Here. It says it's a bench, but I always use stuff for stuff that's not intended. Here, you could just like lay down a bunch of these. Boy, it's really chunking away on something today. But yeah, like all the pathways could be these planks and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that could be done, I think, with it. I might just get lazy and be like, I'm just gonna place cities instead of individual stamps. So if I go to like camp, I like this one. I'll zoom out. I'll make it bigger. This is a pretty basic one, but it's got all the components of, aside from that shield right there, it's got all the components of what you might, what you might make out of ship parts. Wooden palisade, sailcloth, tents and such, and then just shrink it back down and be like, oh yeah, they're like right there. Well, I like it like right there, like right on the coast. And then like there's probably another camp of people that didn't want to live with those guys, and they might have some slightly better building skills, and so they fit right there. See, that one looks pretty cool too. Again, more wood palisade. They have a little bit of structures going on instead of just tents, and then it could be all sailcloth and dead timber taken from the shipwreck armada. Oops. And then they probably stay away. Maybe the jungle is super dangerous. So that jungle will be like its own encounter thing. And so they stay away from that place. I want to flip this one this way. Whoosh. There we go. I'm going to put some docks out there. So then there's like this one. No, what happened to this one? Oh, because I had it flipped. It's like they have some fishing docks. These guys would as well. They got to get out to the island to get more wood. I'm trying to think like how much space this is, because this ship is wider than that. I think I need to make the ships a little, I don't know, bigger, smaller. I know why this creature is so huge. I wrote up a story about it already. There's a massive archmage duel. Mild food poisoning. You? Not me. There's an archmage duel over the island, and one of the mages cast enlarge on like his dragon he was riding, and it grew to like 4 times its size. But then its heart couldn't pump and it couldn't take air into its lungs, and so it crashed into this island and died. That's where this big creature skeleton comes from. I'm gonna put I'm pretty sure it's not me. I don't eat anything that can give me food poisoning, really. I don't eat meat. I do eat mushrooms, but I cook them. I want to put a, let's see what this looks like. I want to put a settlement over here on this lake, but I don't want it to be like too organized. Sure, that might be the basis for their little thing here. And then I'm gonna go, we've just got some simple tents. And they've got one small dock. Goes out right there. Tie their boats up too for the lake. Now, do they trade? Is there a road that goes from like here to here, there to there to there? Nah, I don't want it to be too civilized. I might put I think I'm gonna put a temperate forest down here though. A deciduous forest. Yeah, maybe they were there longest, and so they weren't as civilized or something. I don't know. Here, deciduous forest. Yeah, I guess that's true. I just being in the service industry, I'm crazy about. I mean, especially now, crazy about washing my hands and all my food and stuff when I get it home. So I don't know. I haven't had food poisoning for a decade, maybe. All right, this area needs something here. Maybe a river. I have a river run through it. Yeah, that industrialized agriculture thing. Subtract all the way down. All right, where's the river going to come out of? There's already rivers over there, so like here, I think. Perhaps, Rabbit, perhaps. Oops. Oh, actually, I could do that. Because there would be a boundary. If this is fresh water coming out of here, there would be like a... There'd be like a line of where you see the fresh water meeting the salt water. Kind of right here. There we go. All right. That kind of breaks up that land right there. 4 settlements, wooded isle. Actually, I think I'm going to cut out some of the trees on the isle. Like that many. Yes. All right, and then... I don't think any trees are going to grow up there. Yeah, I don't know what the game is doing. Right, the game. I don't know what the site is doing right now. What's this? What's that? What's that? Weird. It's just a glitch. It's just a redraw glitch, I think. I can type. All right, I'm going to save and then I'm going to close it and bring it back. Might bury something else in that sand in that desert too. Just to show that there were like people that used to live here, or maybe that village on the lake is ancestors of the, or had ancestors that lived here. Okay, now I'm gonna back out. Zoop. And then I'm gonna... Come on. You can do it. I wonder if it's YouTube today. Pause. Pause the music. Chrome was using a lot of RAM earlier, and I don't know why. I've only got 2 things open. Maybe it's that channel. Oh, it's still there. It's Looks like it stamped down some of the text for no reason. Forward. Yeah, that's so weird. It did. Like stamp down a little bit of the text for I don't know what reason. I must have. Was I drunkenly typing on it? Oh. That's that whole don't color over the lines. They're more like green hills than mountains, really. Appalachian area type stuff, I think. Bump this up a little more. Uh-oh. I'm not trying to leave the page. What's going on? Stop being weird, Incarnate. Stop being so weird today. Trying to get some work done here. Subtract 1, 3. Just want that to meet itself right there. There we go. And right here. And right there. Actually, now I kind of want to have a lake here. Because I want to put a waterfall. Wastewater falls. Oh, sewers. Gross. Awesome at the same time, but gross. Like this? Whoa. Like it comes down around there. Down around the side of the mountain. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. All right. So do I have 10 areas? I have the volcanic plateau, the temple, the armada, the giant monster, the swamp, the 4 settlements. Oh, and the jungle. That's it. I got 10 things. So what's going on down here? Are they growing crops? They got to be growing some crops. They got to be doing some agriculture, right? Can't live on. Well, you could, I suppose, fish and coconuts or something. I forget it doesn't do. Can't control A to grab it all and then get rid of it. Farm, 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 farm fields. Farm field 4. Farm field 5. Yeah, there's going to be some farms. Farm field 5. I was just thinking if they have like irrigation channels. Did they cut irrigation channels for the fresh water? Because you can't use the salt water, right? How? Here's what I have to do. What's the scale of this island? Because I was thinking this was like, I don't know, 400 feet? 4, 8. It's like 1,000 feet, so a fifth of a mile, give or take, long. A fifth of a mile and about 800 feet wide. A fifth of a mile. Okay, if that's the case, then let's see. If that's 100 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's pretty close. These settlements can be bigger. Otherwise, you can't really see them anyway. So I'm gonna resize them all to what? To that 23. Let's see. What's this look like at 23? Flip that one that way so the gate faces that. There we go. All right. Because now that this place right here, but if that's the case, then it's just 100 feet. It's just 100 feet to get to the shipwreck armada. Yeah, they'd probably still have a pier. Probably a bigger pier than that too. All right, now I'm going to go down here and do the same thing. I don't think they're hostile with each other. They're just different ships, different armadas or something. I don't know that they'll be. Maybe long ago there was a rift in the community, and they decided competing crews didn't want to live together. Oh yeah, what if it was like one was a military armada and the other were like pirates and such, and those two factions don't mix. And then there's these this village down here is like civilians, so this would probably be the military. No, this would be the military, this would be the pirates, and this would be the civilians in the middle. Military, civilians, pirates, native. There we go. Because the military would not want the pirates having control over the shipwreck armada. So they would have positioned their base. And that one does look a little more militant than this one. So I'm going to change this settlement to one of the other stamps. Maybe they're mostly tents. The pirates. Not, I mean, they probably some good builders in the group, given that, you know, they keep ships afloat and whatnot. They're just a little more loosely affiliated. And now I think I could Oh, I know what I'll do. Yeah, I'll give these guys. So they'll get that one. The military will get that one, and the pirates can get this one down here. So the military is a little more organized and managed to get some stone and stuff for their walls. The pirates, on the other hand, I'm going to put it right there. I gotta move this field. There we go. And these are going to be mostly up on the coast. I gotta click, then drag. Click, then drag. Click, then drag. A click, a then drag. Too big. Too big. And too big. All right, there we go. The military, the civilians, the pirates. The pirates fight off the military for control of the hardwood forest because the military has the shipwreck armada, which means they have most of the cannons. And the river has become the boundary in the dispute. If the pirates cross the river to try to attack the civilians, the military starts bombarding them from their base. Sometimes killing civilians because they're jerks. But the pirates are also aligned with the natives because the natives aren't super keen on the military being there. And so there's going to be some paths. Paths. Like there's going to be from here it's going to be like a those are like the only pathways really on the whole place. Oh, maybe these guys have one that goes down to the forest too. So like right here goes off into the forest. And the natives, no, it's all right. It doesn't need to be any more than that. Doesn't need to be any more than that right there. I think I'm going to put another native encampment over here on this promontory. Oh, and I can bump that up in size too. And these guys right here, I can bump these guys up. That one and that one. Oh. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And they can all be size 23. There we go. It's quite the active island suddenly. Going from deserted island to island of no escape. The crazy thing is that this just came in the mail yesterday. I backed the Kickstarter Escape from Skullcano Island by Levi Combs and Planet X. And I can't open it right now because I don't want to accidentally steal any ideas for this island. So it's just sitting here waiting for me to go have some kaiju battles in 5e as soon as I'm done with this week. Okay. I dig the map. I like it. Drink up. I gotta go get some coffee. Ooh. Ugh, coffee grounds. I'll be right back. Thanks. Beep, beep. Yeah, it's pretty warm here today as well. In Milwaukee, we're right around 50 degrees. Lots of stuff melted and fell off buildings and such yesterday. And I was out of coffee. I already drank 2 pots, so I've switched to juice. I'll just drink some juice. Thanks for giving me the break. All right. Am I done? Am I done with this? No. I need to bury something in the sands of this desert. like an old city or something was in there. Maybe it's abandoned now because the weather changed. Desert ruins. Ooh, desert ruins. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Like, where would it have been? Right here. As a matter of fact, right there. It makes sense to put it there because of that little spot of water. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in. Oops. I'm gonna fill in that water right there, and I'm gonna move it to like right there. Actually, I like that. That looks pretty good. Desert ruins. All right, I'm gonna label everything. Jungle Temple, Desert Ruins. Ooh. Cannot do that. I get it. I get it. Mm-hmm. Boundary River. Oh, I need a text right here. Shipwreck Armada. Enormous skeleton. Like that thing is, that skeleton is so big, it's probably hard to picture that it's a skeleton until you like get near it and you're like, this is bone. So maybe even the natives didn't know that it was. Maybe the natives are the descendants of the archmages that had the duel. And when they got stranded on the island, they had to bury their differences and have children. Nah, that's a bridge too far. One, two. Nope. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. I want that locked, as a matter of fact. I don't want to move it. I want this. Yeah, that. Did it again. Click and then move. Click and then move. All right, let's see. Jungle Temple, 1. Volcanic Plateau, 2. Desert Ruins, 3. Enormous Skeleton, 4. Gerodimus Saltmarsh, 5. Shipwreck Armada, 6. Military, 7. Civilians, 8. Pirates, 9. Natives, 10. And then the Fertile Valley, Three Rivers region, and the Boundary River. Boundary River. I'm going to change this name. They're going to call it Bounding Waters. Because they're pirates. I don't know. Oh, this one. This one right here. I want to edit this one. The Bounding Waters. I think that's the map for the week. Not bad. What do I got? I got like 30 minutes left. I can do some writing on it, some further writing on it. So I'm going to... What am I going to do? Make it, save it, make a copy of it, strip off all the text. I just like to have a labeled version of it. I can always send it, I don't know, do something with it later. If I have the labeled version of it and then unlabeled, then the unlabeled version I can put into the PDF and add all this stuff on. All right, now clone. Save as a clone. And this is going to be no text. Island of Nek of Evadere. Thanks, Marcus. I like it. It's not. I was worried it was too empty before, and I think with the little bit of stuff that I added, like the settlements in that one river, I think it really filled it out, and it should be manageable to write it all up, I think, as opposed to that last one with its 16 areas. Who makes such a big map in 1 week? That's dumb, but this is cool. All right, so now I'm on the no text version of the map. Edit map details. Yep, no text, and I can just wipe out the labels. Boop. I'm always hypercritical of my work, so I'm like, I don't like the map as much as I thought I would. Oh, I got to put a compass rose and scale on this. Those are two things that Joseph Goodman is always like, where's your compass rose? Where's your scale? All right. All gone. Okay, cool. It was on the very first map. He's like, compass rose, and you need to scale. You got to tell people how big the map is. And I was like, good point, yo. What is this white dot right here? Yeah, look, it was just like, oh, I thought so. It was just a stray path dot. Just a stray path dot. Okay, good. Now, OF compass. What kind of compass do I want on this? Let's see here. Ooh, I like this one. I think this one will fit the... Oh, that's really fancy. Let's zoom in on this puppy. Oh, I do like it, though. It's very ship-like, right? With its kind of tilted a little. We don't want it to be... Don't want north to go that way. Yeah. Put north like down here. Where do I want to put it? Where's going to be the hardest place to put text? So like this is a good area for text. This is really hard area for text. This is a great area for text all down here. I guess I'll put it up there. And then I need the scale. Can't really see like what these look like. Scale 1, scale 2, scale 3, scale 4. Let's see what scale 1 looks like. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this one. As soon as Incarnate's like, I'm ready. There you go. I'm gonna undo that, and I'm gonna bring up the scale to 150. Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna undo that. What I am gonna do is come over here and measure a ship with it. Specifically, nope. All right, I do not dig this music anymore. I'm done with this music today. This one, I guess. Music is from Bass Rebels. They have... Oh, this is actually pretty good. It's just a little large. They have copyright-free music on Spotify and on YouTube. Hey, thanks for hanging out there, Nick. Good to see ya. Get outside and enjoy this weather we got today, man. No telling how long it's gonna last. I mean, after this I have like paid D&D, grad school, and then Starcrawl later tonight, so I don't even think I'm gonna get out and enjoy the weather. What can I do to make this stand out a little more? I can change the color. Oh. Ooh, I can totally change the color. But I want it to be on this one. I don't want another one. Bump up the brightness. Oh, yeah, that'll do. That stands out a little more on the water. Oh, nice. Just to get everything done before you go, I imagine. Bye. See you later. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out for a while. I appreciate everyone spending time here and watching me do all this crazy stuff with maps. And who decided I was going to do a one-page adventure every week? Man, that dude should be drawn and quartered. Tarred and feathered. Something like that. Text. 500. All right, good. Oh, I don't need that. There we go. So if that's the case, where is handy dandy? Handy dandy tape measure. Okay, handy dandy tape measure on my screen says that 500 is like. Let's zoom in a little here. I want to get to like an even. Right there. Okay, so every 3 inches is 500 feet. 5, 10, 1,500 feet wide by 1,500 feet wide by top to bottom. By 2,000 feet long. 2,000 feet by 1,500 feet. That's not bad. That's like a third of a mile, almost about a quarter of a mile one way, and about a third of a mile the other. All right, I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to export it so I can bring it into InDesign. I'm ahead of the schedule. Layout is on Friday. That compass rose looks like it's a little off the edge of the map there. I'm just going to shrink it down. Need to give myself as much space as I can to put all the text in too, so. Oh, how did I miss that 500? No, not the 500. Why, yes, I did just save it and now made 7 changes. There we go. That's the map for the week right there. Save, export, open InDesign, crash OBS, end stream. That's the plan. Save complete. Next up, export. Export image. Export as image. 1536 by 2048. Right. That's exactly how it works sometimes. What I have to do is, it's Windows Explorer that crashes stuff sometimes. So I have to open Windows Explorer to get the image, as opposed to going into like InDesign or OBS to get the image, because then it crashes the program. It's not all the time, which is really frustrating, because I did 10 years of professional IT, and it makes me mad. I cannot figure out what is wrong with the system. All right, saving image to Island of Nek Evadere. No text, yes, in WOPA, weekly one-page adventure. WOPA! WOPA! All right, now I'm going to go into Windows Explorer. Hey, it didn't crash yet. That's good. And I'm going to... Oh, no, wait. I got to open InDesign. And then hope that InDesign doesn't crash, because I have to go to Windows Explorer. Tonight at 9 Central... Cybernetic green dwarves, cyclopean manimals, weird west gunslingers, pacifist orcs, maniacal robots, and corrupt AI all make appearances on our every other weekly Starcrawl game. They've finished chapter 1. They're on a generation ship that has no name, because some files and databases have been corrupted, and they've already gone through District 1, which was a war between the Allied peoples and the Greenskins. Very highly racist content there. Shame on the person that wrote it. It's me, I wrote it. It was specifically to call out racism in old sci-fi and fantasy. And then they ended up in the town of Smallville, which is like a Weird West kind of place, because I pulled rules from Dark Trails, now Weird Frontiers, and some MCC, some DCC, and of course Starcrawl itself from John Snodgrass. Pixels 1530, I forget what it was, 1536 by 2048, I believe. In that orientation, one page, start page 1, one column, create. Oh, I can take that down now. And pop open apps. Did it show up? Nope. Now did it show up? Yep. There it is. There's InDesign right there. Okay. So now I can go in the background to the other map with the text labels, so I can remember what it is I'm trying to do here. What are we seeing? What do we see? We see the whole thing. Okay, it's a little too large. Shrink it down like that. Yeah, now you can see the whole thing. Okay, go. All right, I'm gonna bring the map image into InDesign. Bang! Look at that. Perfect. Does it need the white border? It does, because the image... Oh, actually, I just got to resize the image. Do I want to do that, or I'm just going to make it the full page. Oops. Or I'm going to make it bigger than the full page. I don't really expect people to print these. I did put a border on the last one. Now, you don't really lose much here on this one. If you print it, you'll just have to shrink it down a little. If we look at it in high quality display, it looks much better. Let's see, which one is it to zoom in? Control, no, Alt, mouse wheel. And then Control goes left, right, and Shift goes up, down. What's happened now? What did I do? Well, I made a copy of it. I do that sometimes. Step back one. Is there, wait, is there two? Nope. Okay, good. All right, so that's where we're at. Yeah, it looks okay. Does not want to open this map in the background. What's Task Manager say? Task Manager says everything's crashing. Ah! It's a weird day when Google Chrome's using 50% more RAM than InDesign is. It's got to be this music. Like if I shut that music down and then go back into Task Manager. Nope, I'm just going to kill Chrome here. It's got something, some runaway, something or other, I don't know. All right, InDesign, I mean, Chrome is dead. Chrome is dead, and no one cares. Okay. I should put a title on it, huh? Put a title on the map. Oh, you know what I have? A bunch of pirate-like, a bunch of pirate-like, stock art and stuff. And I bet I have a scroll I can put down here. That will be, what if all the, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know. I just gotta go get into the proper. All right, so opened up the, good catch. Opened up the map in the background. I gotta go to purchase resources, art, and this one, salty funnel. And in the salty funnel, I have stuff. I bet you it's in this one. I think I'm going to have to open Photoshop. Oh no, what if I use this one? Oh, see, now Windows Explorer is crashing in the background. Which is okay, it's okay. It did crash InDesign. It did not crash InDesign. It's still crashing. I see, yep. And that's why I don't open Windows Explorer in OBS anymore, because it crashes the stream. All right, which one's not responding? Windows Explorer, dead. Did. Okay, good, it crashed for the day. So now maybe I can, now maybe it'll be just fine for a minute here. All right, what are we looking at? I'm gonna get the music back up. Don't want to hear me just clicking, clickety 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 click, clickety 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 click. Purchased art. There we go. Adobe. Just gonna throw this one in there for now. I'm gonna shrink it to fit that frame. I don't like that. That's not what I'm looking for. I'll just leave it there for now, because then I'm going to put text over it. It's like the island of Nick Vadere. Let's find a fancy font. Metal. This one. Bump up the size to like 36. Whoa. It really gets cooking when you start zooming out that fast. Yeah, I'm going to make that like a scrolly thing down in the corner. It's just a placeholder right now. All right, so boop, move this over here. First thing I want to talk about is the Shipwreck Armada. So I'm going to go into Object Properties, and I'm going to create a new, I'm going to Object Properties. I'm going to create new style. I'm going to call it area description. It's got fill, yes. Color. A drop shadow, sure. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is go into properties, and I'm going to give it a fill color, which is going to be parchment. I'm going to take paper, I'm going to copy it. This one? No, this one. This one. Parchment. Ugh, that is not parchment. Okay. And I'm going to change. Oh, where'd you go? Uh-oh. All right, there we go. I don't want it to be blue. I'm back. Hello again. Chill out. Welcome back. Okay, like that. And then we're going to give it a fancy corner. Super fancy corners. I'm going to make the corners real big though. There we go. That's not really a parchment color. It's just I do like the fancy corners though. I'm going to give it a stroke on the frame, 1 pixel. Oh, I see. Give it a, there we go. All right. And then up here, it's going to be the Shipwreck Armada. I'm going to import a style from my Creative Cloud. That's not the one. This one, CC Libraries. Yep. Where are we at? Where are we at? 153. All right, I got like 7 minutes to get some of this done. Apply paragraph style. The Shipwreck Armada. How large is that? Let's build it a little bigger. So this should be like 30. Nope, 24. Yep, perfect. And then the new is going to be basic paragraph. Nope, I'm going to import another. That's not it. This one. Import README NPC stats. Nope, nope. Basic paragraph. Yep. And apply paragraph style. A style with the same name already exists in the document. Use the incoming style from CC Libraries. There we go. All right. Hundreds of, well, that's large. That's rather large. That's rather large. Yeah, clear the overrides. Clear the overrides. We'll make it 14. Have been wrecked. Hundreds of ships have been wrecked on these barrier isles, little more than large sandbars. Some of them have been, I'm going to say many. Many have been scavenged of timber, sailcloth, and anything else of value or use. Styles of ships show that they have accumulated over time, though some groups seem to have been wrecked simultaneously, concurrently, together. Any time of the day, one may find members of the military camp working to strip usable timber, rope, and sails. They're pretty. They are territorial and therefore will aggressively defend what? The wreckage. Jerks, military jerks. It is possible some hidden treasures in the rotted hulls of abandoned ships. There. That's good enough. I'm going to go kind of text light on this one, I think, as opposed to the last one, which was a lot of work. All right, and then I have to push this in on both sides a little bit so that it's not bumped up right up against the frame. I usually do 5 pixels. I don't like that word being, oops. I don't like that word being split over. Why are they? There. They are territorial and aggressively defend the wreckage. Too many words. Hundreds of ships have been wrecked on this barrier isles, little more than large sandbars. Many have been scavenged of timber, sailcloth, and anything of value or use. Several different styles of ships show they have accumulated over time, though some groups seem to have been wrecked together. Any time of the day, one may find members of the military camp working to strip usable timber, rope, and sails. They are territorial and aggressively defend the wreckage. It is possible to find some hidden treasures in the rotted hulls of the abandoned ships. Yes, I like it. I'll put it right there. All right. Time to go. Got to save this file. Save. In streaming Hawopa. And then I will pick this up. Island of Nevada. I'll pick this up on Friday at noon Central. Now, tonight at 9 p.m. Central, you can find our Starcrawl game right here on all the RPGs. Thanks everyone for hanging out. This one's shaping up pretty quickly. I think scaling it back from last week. Last week was the first one. I thought I might get more done in a faster, but it took me maybe 10 hours, give or take. 6 hours online and about 4 hours of work. outside of streaming to get that one done. So this one, I think, with just 10 areas to write up and some not so much NPC stats and things like that. I will put some NPC stats in, but I think with just 10 areas or 10 things to write up, I should be able to get it done on Friday and maybe have it done formatting Friday or Saturday. So thanks to everyone who was hanging out. Legio, Chill Out, Marcus, Breaker Press Games, which is Nick, Father J, all the bots. Thank you, bots. Lithadora. I don't even know. I think I missed somebody else. So, yeah, we definitely got a lot of stuff done today. I'm very pleased with how fast this map came together and how it turned out so far. And I think it's going to be a good one. Plus, I already have a bunch of stuff written for it, which puts me a little ahead of the curve. Well, actually, I'm a little behind the curve. See, now I've disappeared. Snap Camera and OBS are like, you're done streaming for the day. You don't need to be on stream anymore. Rawr. Well, I mean, since it's an island, I'll leave you with this. Arr, mateys! Come see Starcrawl later today. And next week, Mischief Golden Piracy here, and then Swashbucklers on Goodman Games Official. Arr, finger hooks, claw at your eyes. I don't know. Talk to you later. Bye.